It looks pretty good. If you look at here, she's relatively over the leg. But there's some things I would help her with. If I had time, I wouldn't pick on her in a class because the chances are, somebody else needs more of my help. Okay? So what I might do is just when you step into the triangle, if I just start doing things with her, I'll knock her over. Okay? So I've got to be very aware that when I step in, I'm going to step into the side. So I might do this, put one hand here, and just rotate a little. Okay? Now, my leg and her hip are together, which means that I can help her here. Okay, I've got you. Okay, if I look at her hand, I can say, oh, look at that. Okay, I can spread a palm, make it awake. Okay, I can fix her shoulders. How am I going to fix her shoulders? So at the moment, her shoulders are a little like at this angle, and this one's rolled in. So one hand goes around this way, and one hand here creates a space. That's going to roll down, and that's going to lift. Okay, she's breathing. I don't know whether she's breathing. Probably not. So the traditional triangle adjustment is to take this hip and this shoulder and roll them away from each other this way. If she was, for example, can I just manipulate you and take you more like, yeah, okay. So you're going to find this a lot, okay? Now, it may also be combined with this, turn the foot out, yeah. That's going to be quite common, that sort of thing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to fix her feet, obviously, right? So I'm going to ask her to turn her feet in, foot in, that's great, okay, great. And then, don't fix yourself too much. No, it's okay, you're doing great. You're doing really well, it's your first class. Okay, so how am I going to help her here? So if you guys come around a bit so you see what I do from the side. Can you see how her hip's going this way? Yeah, so what I tend to do here is I put a leg here so that the hip can't come any further, and I either put my finger or a thumb or a hand there, and basically it's just that. I can put a hand there maybe, or I might put a thumb, but it's basically one hand there, and I just move that. And I might even have to physically move this hip round to help her to do that. I might actually get this hip to roll forwards that way, to let her do that. She doesn't need to, but once she's in, then I can give the roll back adjustment, okay? And I might also roll this shoulder back and put that hand, because that hand might be back there. So you might have to physically take the hand on the shoulder and go, that's where that hand wants to be. Okay, and then if you're feeling confident, you can adjust her head. So you put one hand here and just turn that way, like that. So she's looking that way and she's still breathing. And then to come out, if I don't come out properly now, what happens? Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so if I just come out, she falls over. So when I come out, I have to come out. I'll go back to where I was, turn the head. Okay, great. So I have to come out slowly. So I've changed my hand to there and there. And then what I do is I want to get one hand onto her sacrum. And then I step away. Then I let go. Now I've just got one thumb or one hand. And she's got to get it. And then I slowly... she's gone. Okay, so I slowly come out. Each time I come out, she has to basically give the